with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
First down. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? He's trying to have the same type of a game in this one. But what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That would go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. A good pickup there, 22. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down by Chris Harris.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns.
A big scene, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Badgley to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down there with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Seven, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Carr. This one is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it.
They're at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Will get that complete to Reed. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Herbert on 1st down now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. This out left, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Badgley on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Carr got it open man. It's Ruggs. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Well, that's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 19th touchdown now in the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Hunter Henry.
It's a big one there for the Chargers. 47 yards.
Chargers.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. It's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Second and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And there's Carr! Touchdown, Raiders! Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have moved out in front.
Daniel Carlson.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. in the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. Flush to his right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 8.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
Will tie the game 28 all. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tyrell Williams, now a member of the Raiders, but he began his career with these Chargers. He spent 4 years with the Bolts. His best season came in 2016. That was the year that Keenan Allen went down in the opener with a knee injury. And Williams that year wound up with 69 catches for over 1,000 yards.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
3rd and 1.
From midfield, here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
1st and 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Brings up 3rd.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A big spot for the rookie Herbert. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this is the third-year man from Northwestern, Justin Jackson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He's across midfield to the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, he's going to look downfield for Henry. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Henry. Touchdown, L.A.
Hunter Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Carr now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Their own 48-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Herbert. This is caught by Jackson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Chargers.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Open there, here's Foster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Badgley's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw his car. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs in the final minute. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yeah. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Herbert now to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the Chargers first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. To throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. He'll look to throw. Touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So, for the Chargers, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay,